Hey, morning everybody. Let's see, caught in a little later today. Let's see here. Interesting news going on. That whole thing, that whole debacle Friday was where Trump fired because he didn't like the readings. It's like, jeez. Does anybody believe the readings were fudged in some way to make Trump look bad? Is there a single soul out there that thinks that? I wonder. But unfortunately, what happens is whatever that kind of shenanigans, gets people very, very worried about believing any data that comes out. So that's going to make people wary about stock trading, trusting the market, the economy. And that's where I care about. We need just a solid, somebody we can trust, and not all this emotional stuff that constantly spikes the market in different ways. Not, that politics get involved in this stuff is just not cool. So I'm setting some levels for Nvidia. I mean, it seems like the market's going up today, even after that big problem. And I think that's because they think that interest rates are definitely going to come down. That's the feeling in September. So that's good news. That if that's the part that happens about this whole thing, that's really good news. So we can hope for that. And what will that do today? So just today. I care about right now, just today, what's going to happen. So I think that, and then there was a big news about Musk that came out that he's getting some value that he should have gotten as a shareholder that has been getting held back by the Delaware court or whatever. And then the board just went ahead and said that he should get it, something along those lines. And then that stock started to go up. And I think that it will continue to go up today. So that's something we should watch today. Now, that's a catalyst. So, again, we don't like to trade on catalysts, but, still, yeah, that's correct. Okay. It may just go straight up. As far as the swing goes, it might be something to think about for those of you swinging, but you guys have your own thing you go by, obviously. But so I may want to ride Tesla at the open. That's the thing, that whole open trade that I don't recommend anybody does. That might be the way to go. Sorry, I'm setting up a little late for everything. Is that not? Let's see, got that watch list up there. This is the yep, this is the right one. Okay. Just making sure. Yeah, this is a special scanner that I coded in that I made available over at the $1 Million Margin Club. That's going to help us find the ones that have 100,000 minimum volume per 1 minute candle, as well as how far you are from the high. So Nvidia still has the highest volume. Tesla's right there. Amazon's up here again today. So we're now, as far as what we're trading, we're still going to kind of trade the same way. I might take it a little later for scalping. There's a whole bunch of ideas floating around about what we should do different this month, but I think it would be sort of the same, but maybe start to make changes as the month. I haven't had time to make any big changes to the idea of what we might do today. Oh no, I don't want to do that. What am I doing? I just made that whole drawing set. It looked funny down here, so I thought it was something different. Oh. No, I don't want to remove the drawings. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Well, there's that. Now that I've got it all set up, let's look at a Tesla. How much time do I have? So 10 minutes. Good morning again for those of you just arriving. That is not what I'm trying to do. I'm a little off kilter. I'm going to go ahead and clear drawing set. We're going to start this all she wrote over again on Tesla. And come on. Give me a break. Wow, look at that. And I just tapped it and it was right on there. This is always the part that's a little tedious in the mornings to get this just right. So 97.82. Oh, I hit it a split second too late. Let me see if I really need a 2-day on this. Yeah, it wouldn't hurt. Because of how close this action is right now, the changes. So I'm setting up the Fibonacci levels just for some guidance, a little bit of guidance for how to trade this. We don't have a lot to go on here, as you know, for these types of things. So we try to get something besides just watching price flow and price action to see if we have a number. So I would trade Tesla long bias this morning. The fibs are picking up these levels really nicely. So I don't really see a lot else. Maybe there's one right there. Let me smooth that across. So I'm picking up that stuff. But that pretty much does this for that. And I don't know about Amazon, really. Amazon's got pretty high volume happening. Am I still on I'm still on a 2-day? No, I'm on a 10-day. But that is a 2-day fib right there. So we'll go ahead and mark that. 42, 212, 20, 80, 212, 80. Getting short on time to try to trade something here. To get ready to trade, I mean, so 10-day, that's 10-day, never mind, cancel. Why? That's going to be the 10 and the 2-day fib. Look at that. So that's pretty much our fib. That's been a big drop. I don't know. That's why, huh? It's been dropping off. So there's a nice big channel there. 212 all the way to 219. That looks like an intraday level that is useless, so I'm going to get rid of that. You know, maybe right there, it looks like it, you know, it spiked a whole bunch there, then hit in the pre-market. If I smooth across there, if I end up coming over here at all. These are all, I hate marking the pre-market ones. Nothing really, this is really dangerous as far as the strategy we're trading. AMD would be the other one that we try to get marked out for now. Get this. This is going to go from low to high. We have 4 minutes to get this stuff together here. This would be our 2-day right here. I can see it. See this, I think I'm long biased on AMD today too. Because they came down so far from their 83, 84, 85 level. Yeah, 86 level. And now, even though Trump put out some sort of news that could send the market down, like what it did do now, people are thinking interest rates are going to be cut, so it's starting to go back up. It's really hard to stop the market from going up these days. Boy, at some point there's going to be a reckoning here, but we should take advantage when we can for those long trades. And yeah, I think I'd wait to trade this intraday. So the question is, what stock do I trade on the opening candle? I'm going to take another look at, and then we're going to settle down in for some consolidating. Make sure you understand that I am not a licensed financial advisor. You should seek the advice of somebody licensed before you try to emulate any of these trading styles. Be careful. You know, make sure you only trade with money you can afford to lose and trade in a simulator first. So let me get over to Tesla just for the heck of it here, guys. Welcome if you just got on. I'm going to trade an opening candle, I think, and I don't recommend that you do that. That's just my risky move that I have fun with. And then we'll settle down to more of a consolidating trading strategy. And this could hurt me big if I go large share size here. It's kind of made a move up, so I worry a little bit that maybe I should go with something that's a little more. Yeah, I think I'm going to switch back to my tried and true and just look for a dip and then get in. I mean, we could just drop off again today, so it is very dangerous to be long biased, but I am going to go long biased, I think, on this one. It's just a little bit, it's not going to move quite as fast as Tesla. So if you're going to do something risky like trade an opening candle, this is at least a little bit more conservative for that. Not a lot. A little. See, I don't see anything new. They say rising competition in China threatens Nvidia's comeback, so that's not the best news. But if you watch the news on CNBC this morning generally, and then listen to the stories, it seemed like there was going to be a rebound from. But look at, this is all down now, but the overall market's up. try 100 shares and just do a fun trade. See if we can get a few bucks at the open. Let's see. Make sure I'm not on pre-market. Nope. Everything seems good. You guys, you can see me. The volume's working. And I came on late, so I think we lost. Some people thought I wasn't going to trade. We'll get an update at some point. I ended up trading Friday. I was on a different account, though, so we might catch that on a recap. Had to deal with Schwab that didn't want me to stream until they approved the layout. That stuff really happens, guys. And these people, it makes you wonder, like, if you're really watching, whenever you go live, you need to get approved that they are okay with it. Well, a lot of people don't realize that. Wow, so that went straight up. No chance to get in there. I don't think I want to short this right now. I mean, I don't want to short it off as it hits the ATR or something. There's your ATR high. Really hard to see. Maybe off the 175 fib go in. Let's see. It's stalling. Yeah, I'm losing the one candle, the opening candle already. It's just stalling here. Makes it risky to go either way. Well, I mean, it was risky to begin with, but barely moving. So it's not even worth the risk. All right, I'm going to go ahead and try it there. I have to say it's a risky move. Yeah, so it went down as soon as I grabbed it. Yeah, I don't know if it breaks to 75. Yeah, I don't know, man. I might want to just get out now. Yeah, I'm thinking to get out of this position. Yeah, I don't like the move, so I'm going to take a loss there. Yep, I thought it was wavering to shoot up, and it didn't. So, you win some, you lose some. And that was our first opening candle trade. It just it didn't give me a good drop to begin with, and I knew that was trouble to go long. So, and then it just started to fade right off that. So right there, it made me think, oh, maybe it's going to bounce up. But it looks like it wants to go short today. So maybe that news was not real news. Overall market still says up, but it's just so early. It's going to break through. Take another trade on the way up. Yep, let's see. Let's see if it redeems itself or it's going to make me lose more money. I'm at 75.06. This is just a shot in the dark, guys, so. Not going to add to this position. I kind of felt like it was going to go up today. It just might be too early. Or it could just be about to shoot straight up. Oh, man. Come on. Nope. That's the market magnet is not giving me confidence there. Come on. See how it's shooting way down here. I mean, this is where it opened. See, it just pulled the magnet down. Okay, get us some new price data up there, guys. Here we go. Should I just get a small win here? That's what I wonder, like just kind of cut my losses a little bit. There it goes. This is where you're questioned to get greedy and just get even, or just, I kind of just want to get even and reassess if I have a choice, which it gave me a choice there for like $2. Depending on what they filled me, how they filled me. I'm just going to take that for now, so I'm only 10 down, and then think about this a bit. It's on the 50 cents. So I'm just literally, this is when you say, is he gambling? Yeah, this is, I don't have anything to go by here. We just finally got the risk oscillator saying go down. So this level, yeah, had I held it, I'd be making money right now. So will it break off this ATR? Or will it, I tend to kind of want to retrace it down right here. Remember, I did call it long bias, so I don't want to go against what I thought would happen here. I kind of like to see it come up and then bank off of this and then go up again. And then I might trade a little escalator strategy here. So there's the high. Pre-market level, it looks like. So 76, it's hovering right around 76. The ATR is down at like 75.87. Does look like it's going to go up, guys. I'm going to go ahead and pop in there on it. Well, I counted a little higher than I wanted it there. I think it's going to bounce up here, so I went in off that 76 level, hoping it broke a little higher. And I got green out of that little trade. Baby trade. Yeah. Well, what we're doing here is we're chasing it, so we're going to want to wait. I'm going to wait for the 11th minute, I think. If I would chase anything, I would probably chase Tesla. So what happened with Tesla? Boy. If I played that long, I would have been really hurt there, huh? Now it's moving up. I mean, on the open, Hitting that fib. It's a little early to be trying to do any of the consolidating scalping strategy. Look at that. So everything's just going up. Like I kind of was thinking long biased here. Just the whole and half dollars are filling in here. So these channels are a bit bigger. It's kind of deceiving. These are 50-cent channels. Let me just get a look at these indicators here. Pretty solid. Pretty solid for an upward move if we can get a retracement down. Yeah, it's just going up. There's some retracement on the bid. Take it a shot there, see if it picks me up. Okay, so it got me in there. 100 shares on Tesla can be big money either way pretty quickly, so you got to be careful. So I'm long on Tesla. Kind of like to see it get up to this 50-cent mark at least. Looking for the half dollar, 310.50. I could possibly go in off the ATR to half my position if it was moving back up as it hit it. So we got to wait for it to turn around and not just get in. So there's the magnet holding it up. Buyers went down right when I got it, unfortunately. So looks really strong still, frankly, to go up. So I don't like to see that below the magnet. There it goes. Well, that's a Sellers were not strong. They were not strong there, guys. So holding out for a big move up here. That ATR going to hold it. There's a reversal sign there with a doji. But sellers didn't exactly come on strong. Now buyers are taking over. So break that even dollar amount, 310. See if we can break the 310 and then shoot upward to 310.50. Wow. So this is not, we're not to the 11th minute yet on this one either, which is when I like to normally go in. I just had a feeling this was going to do a real meteor rise today, but it's not. Instead it's going down. But it's early yet, so question is, what do you have a feel for your max loss? What can you handle? So now we broke another dollar, so I would want to not add until it starts to turn around. So we broke the 9, the 20, and the 14. We're on the 11th minute, which gives us enough call for a consolidating move here. So let's see if it starts to turn around and go up on us. I probably press the market. We're about a 6-cent spread, 5 or 6 cents. Target up is still much higher than target down. So this could be just a small retracement, or it could just go, you know. So we'll see. It's the bottom of the market magnet, so that's not feeling good. $24 billion stock award for Elon Musk. You would think that would mean it's going to go up today, but we're going to hold out here for a bit. Waiting for the turnaround here. See if we can break up there toward that ATR. I would start to average in if we get some green action here to my position. Want to see a turnaround. There's a turnaround. I'm going to go ahead and get in on a lower cost basis there, so it and assume that was a turnaround sign. But I could. That's calling it risky. So now I'm 309.60. So I'm $1 off on 200 shares. Trying to determine how low I would really go here to hurt myself on this, and because it could drop down to 203, 303 again. I don't really want to try to swing this if it's not going to do what I thought it was going to do today. Could have called it wrong. I don't know. May have to recover here on scalping the good old-fashioned way. There's another sign of a turnaround. Target up is still higher than target down. Market still says go, 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 go. And Tesla says no, no, no. Yeah, I don't know how far I want to ride this down. It needs to turn around on me here. I'm going to get out and just start scalping elsewhere. The nature of the game. So the buy-sell oscillator is trying to turn it around. The bottom of the market magnet's turning it around. Price action says turning it around. But you can see the flow is evening out now. So it broke the 5-minute candle, broke down where it was started, but not all that way. It moved up. Oh man, that was not good. So we're gonna get out of this soon, guys. I'm not gonna keep riding this down. Painful. So do I go to, I mean, I would say 500 would be my max. Let's see what happens at this fib. I really thought it was turning around, or I wouldn't have even averaged in. But it looked like it was making a move up. I am long bias thinking though, so that could have affected my thought when I saw that price action start to flip. Hopefully you're not riding this with me. Here we go. Come on, give me a second green candle. Come on. You know you want to stop at this fib. That's 307.50, and it did not stop there. That's twice it went below it. Here we go. Here we go. What are we on that? 17 seconds away from our first green. So the fib did turn it around, so that's a good sign for me and for everyone else who's following me here and getting ready to buy in. I want to see a second candle break up, and I will go into my full position if it does. There it goes. Can we break those moving averages? Holding out. That's just a tiny retracement, or are we actually going to do something fun here? 26 seconds to the next candle. Nice tweezer reversal sign. I went into the full position on that, so 309.17. So I'm very close to getting out if it continues to go the way it was just going. Now, whenever you go into your full half position, obviously there's a risk that you can go, it can just shoot straight down. So you got to get ready to get out fast if it goes against you, like it's starting to do now. Because now there's a lot more shares, so don't do that. Five-minute looks good. The 1 minutes are causing fear here. There she goes. Let's close toward the top of that. We got it making a little hangman there. Know your patterns, and the candlestick pattern playbook is a good pattern. So if it shoots up, I'd want to sell the asks to make sure it doesn't pop down on me. It'd be good to get, of course, way up here, but you know, when you get beat up like this, it's like, just get me green and I'll be happy. You start to get greedy, and then it shoots right back down again. And I mean, this pattern, unfortunately, is a reversal pattern right at these first two came up. But I'm going to break that even dollar. Started to really break it strong, then backed off. There we go. There we go. So we're almost to my position. We'll take that if we can get it $80. So that wasn't bad. So, you know, obviously it could be a lot more if I held on to it, but this is just the way I trade. I like to, you know, not get greedy about it all. We'll watch it for consolidation because, you know, we got a tweezer move on the fib. So that's something we can remember if we're going to continue to trade this. Let me look at Nvidia. Yeah, so Nvidia's going up just like I thought. AMD is going up. All right, so we may want to look over there for a better consolidation because Tesla can be a little risky on its bigger channels. So let's take a look at Nvidia right now. It came back from a dicey situation on Tesla. I had not lost my confidence on it, but I had set a $500 just in case it was going to go straight down. It takes a while. That's why you want to wait till closer to 10 o'clock, because it just takes a while for things to reveal what are they really doing, you know. Oh, so this started to go back down again. So it went all the way up to 177. So this is great. So we can catch I like the look of this. So we can catch a move back up now. Go to 200 shares. And we'll see what we can do here. Oh, we've already got $2. So you see the magnet pulling this up. So watch the magnet pop up. That's a great one. This is the market magnet. You see, it's like a springboard here. So I am not ready to take a trade yet because I want to kind of get the feel of this, the look of this price flow. Taking in the market magnet, taking in the indicators here. There's the MACD. This is the buy sell saying don't go up. I trust this a lot more on the moves down and this a lot more. Actually, that's the risk oscillator. This is the buy sell here. So we're getting to a new high. So we might want to go now for a short retracement as we get up here rather than the long. So it seemed like it respected this level and turned right around here. What is that level? So that's that was 176.48. Let's get a better look at that on the 5-minute. 26. Oh, it's right there. Oh, so it was like near the high of yesterday. So that's something to think about for sure. This one would be less likely, although it's smoothed over many days. So we have now, as we get higher here, we might want to look at some of these other levels. Not really. The fib picks them up nicely. I mean, way over here maybe. If we get that high, 79.06. And then up here, 181.50 roughly. All right, let's take another look. There's no rush here. Let's take a look. So it came back down, didn't quite make it to the bottom. So that's the 177 mark that it faded off of. It hit a high of 177.17. I would tend to go for a retracement there, but I'd be wary that it could keep getting back up and finish up into the 80s today, 180s. Making a nice consolidating pattern here. So that's 76 down to 59. So that's, you could tell, it tells you right here, really a 14 to a 7. This is the risk oscillator. You should get this if you don't have it, because it averages the last 9 candles and kind of tells you what to expect. So between these two, I know that they sell these two combined. It's kind of like a real no-brainer to get the two of them. They call that the engine, and this controls your risk. So we're looking at the overall, it's playing games with us still, but this is what a consolidating pattern usually looks like on the scalping indicator, where you have the buyers and the sellers within one candle. So they'll be very, wow. Okay, so now I'm looking to go short off that. Is that going to bang any higher there? The 177 sent it down. Kind of waiting. I'm a little gun shy, waiting for this to test the price action a few more times. I wish I had some more indicators telling me what to do here. So all multi-chart alignment is all up now. We're almost to the 15-minute. Oh, we're past the 15-minute. All right, so we're on to the 20-minute here. So we should take some baby wins, go for $10, $15, $20 if you have the share size to do it on your PDT account. You should. I'm going to look to retrace up here if it comes up again. I don't want to go long here. Because this could be the channel right here. 176.50 is really what that is to 177. People trade on the whole and half dollar, guys, so remember that. You got time. And scalping in channels, it's an all-day strategy. You know, you don't rush it. Wait for your moves. I'm going to go ahead and get in there. I got it at 10. I'm looking for a double digit there. Got it. So got an $18 trade there roughly. Wasn't great, but it was a good start to. And it seems to be, it may be channel hopping up here to keeping the 177 as its low. So let's keep an eye on that. But we're getting some good retracement action both ways. So this is where you can make the bucks. They can add up every trade. Be careful averaging in unless it's going your direction. You know, like it's already gone against you and you're averaging in because it's turned around to go for you. So we got a fib up here as a fail-safe. We should go in long. Don't want to see it break that if you're long, right? I mean, if you're short and it's going up, you know. So be careful if it breaks that, because it might channel hop right above between the two fibs. A 50-cent channel, really. We're kind of chasing it, so we want to have some retracement. We don't want to just go straight up, unless you're just going long, and I guess you're happy as heck, you know. But we're looking for a retracement. We made our goal already today, if you were following along with me, because Tesla's $80. We're only going for $100. But for those of you with lower share size, now this has been a whole bunch of retracements here, but it's really tiny. It's 8 to 10 cents, really. Not what it's showing here. That is the opportunities. So that's, you know, 10, 15 bucks. You know, I'd love to see it, you know, like a big red candle, and then it start to come. Assuming you're not in it long right now, I'd love to see a big red candle, then us start retracing again. Yeah, I want to see it come back down. So it broke. So right there, I will take it off the 177 there to go back up. So I got it at 176.95. Looking for it to stay long biased here. Looking for it to keep popping up on that retracement down. There we go. That was like a $20-something trade, $27 trade, I think. So that was good. So it does seem like it's going to use this 177 as support. So that's why I took it. See if it drops way below it again. I'll try it again. Yep, we'll try it there. See if we got it. We didn't get it. That's why I tend to go and market a lot. When the spread's tight, it's just like, get in the trade, you know. The way it was moving down, I thought it was going to pick me up, you know, because it seemed to go down really fast. Now, you don't want it to become a flat bottom breakdown, you know, so keep an eye on that as well. Just if you do get in it, that where is your, you know, always pay attention to that map. Boy, it's really consolidating here. The more it does that, the more it worries me that it's going to break down. I'm going to go in. I get it at 97. Okay. I feel like there's an opportunity here for a few bucks. Yeah, I got $8 there, but this magnet coming across got me slightly concerned. I wanted to get out of that real quick, just in case it springs down to the magnet action. That action, blue lines coming in, usually signifies a downward move, because that's previous price action, which is a lot of people down there. So they all want it to get down there. So, you know, you have to keep that in mind when you're looking at that. I'm going to go into it there. I got it 87. I'm looking for a bounce back up to 77. Ready to add to my position if it keeps going down. Well, tried to get out. There we go. So that was a little trade, $10 trade. We don't have a lot of, you're not going for a lot here. Look at the targets. So keep that in mind. You always try to jump out before it gets to your target amount when you see the pennies rolling in here. Now that's a good sign. That's a good sign to go long. Can I get a dip to go long, or is it just going to shoot straight up? Yeah, I know. I saw it was going to go up. You saw the magnet pulling it up there. So we missed that. So, but we didn't miss a short if it keeps going strong. Yeah, I'll take that. Oh, I think it popped me out bad. I want to get out of that. I'm just going to get out right away. Did I actually lose money there? I think I might have lost money there. I can't remember what that was. Yeah, it popped down right when I hit the sell. So I thought, no. Yeah, it's hovering right about 77.10. So we want to get, if we're going to go short, there we go. What did that get? God, did you see the way it took forever to pick me up? That was annoying. It would have been a lot more money. Or it could have, it could have gone against me. That when it put me in a bad position there. So look at it. Look at it retracing for us, guys. This is beautiful. This is what you look for as a scalper here. Don't just instantly raise your chair size, though, and go like, we got this. It can go against you at any minute, obviously. So be prepared. Keep yourself in check. And just take advantage of these little moves. It's doing good for us. So we're looking for a dip again. See if we can get it. Man, worst possible. Once again, I thought I had it 6 cents better position than that. I think I'm going to have to start hitting the bid again because although the spread isn't that bad, the way it's delaying my fills is bad, and I don't like that. I usually don't get that here. This is their supposed approved streaming layout for me. Does that mean that they delay me? Yeah, all their stuff is copywritten, and yet you see all these people trade it. But how many people actually get approval, or is it just delayed? If it's delayed, it's not a problem. But if it's live, they technically want to have control. Get at least the courtesy of asking them, "Can I live stream your platform?" So let's see. They had me do a couple changes on the ThinkScript. Minor stuff. Wasn't concerned about it. I had gone ahead without approval, so I was not that concerned, but I had asked them, so it took a while to get back to me. And they were really appreciative about it all, so that's good. Maybe I should buy the bid as it dips, right? Because it keeps giving me like 8 or 10 cents higher than when I want to get it down there below the 177. So it is really poising for a breakout up here. We're going to get it. We're going to get a big move here soon. So we want to get in position here. I'm looking for a dip to get anything below. Oh, is it too late? Oh. Yeah, I'm missing a lot of trades here, just being ultra conservative. But this is just not going to get us into trouble. It's not making big moves. Oh, there we go. All right, so I took that as a short because of the way it moved up. I'm expecting a bounce retracement, not just a solid fly up. So let's see. Looking for a little bit bigger than like a few bucks there on this trace down. There we go. So that broke me 100 on that, and I wanted to get out of that because it keeps going up. So it's got a new high. So going short's a little risky here, but I knew it was going to break out of that 177. So if we get a dip down there again, I would get in myself if it gets anywhere near the 177 long. But it may be creating a new area up here, so new channel. So there's the kind of where let's do the 25 cent. So there's the 20, roughly halfway between that channel. Look at the bigger picture. 15 just says straight up, you know. Fives are looking, no, the pullbacks aren't anywhere near as big as the 1 minute, obviously. We got some good 2-day and 10-day fib levels that are helping us here. So, is this going to dip down for me? Give me a 177. Hello, Shiitake. Are they not paying attention to you down there? You want to come up here and give me some good luck? Yeah, you do. You want to give me some good luck. Oh, Alan's going to draw her attention away from musing me. Yeah. Yeah, Alan gets all jealous because the cat wants to come and help me. Whoa, look at that. I'm going to take that, guys. I gotta do it. We gotta do it. That was nice. Okay, so I took a short off that, knowing it wasn't just going to keep going, knowing, well, educated guess based on the levels and the retracement action that it's giving me on the level 2, and looking at the time and sales and scalping indicator. It's just not a, just so you guys, there was one guy that made a gambling remark, and it's just, if you can read indicators and price actions and support and resistance and all, it's not as much gambling. But, you know, let's face it, anything like this, even sporting events, you're out there, you know, you don't know what's going to happen. I say even, absolutely sporting event. I mean, any challenge that you do put yourself in is there's a level of unknown gambling aspects to it, obviously. Wow. It's so strong that it almost scares me, but I'm going to go short again. It's just not retracing as much, so I'm a little more worried. That was good. It got it. It got me a nice retracement there. So we're going to stay on the $0.25 there. It did. They are respecting this fib, although it broke it. I'd still call that respecting. Let's see if it continues. That's a 10-day Fibonacci, which is nature's mathematical formula, which is usually something that is respected by more traders. Nice dip. Can you go down below the 25 and make me even feel better? Hasn't consolidated enough up here for me to feel so confident with the long, because it might go back down to that 177. That's a reversal sign. Rickshaw man or doji. MACD sending it down. You're outside of the market magnet. So we're getting a nice good retracing, because we don't want just straight in one direction in order to do this consolidating strategy. That is nice. I'm going to go ahead and go in there above the 77, thinking that it's not going to make that full move down, but also allow me to go into half my share size if it does. And I have a nice cushion. So there are a lot of things I was thinking about, like it's worth taking that chance. Here we go. So I'm at 17 cents. This is at 13 over here. I'm below the 24, which is good. As far as holding this, I feel very comfortable holding this position. And I feel very comfortable adding to it as it turns around at 177, not continues to break it. But if it hit it and turned around, I would feel more comfortable. If it keeps going down, I might hold into it and just not knowing that I'm not that much, I can't, not in that much danger here. But this is getting worse, obviously, as it goes down. So will it turn around on the 177 and give me a chance to get into half my position as it rises up, or is it going to keep fading? Swailing shows going down, not up. It's our biggest move down, so it's hurting me. So that's the buy-sell oscillator saying it's over, guys. Turn around. So we like to see that. I want to see it break the 177. Strong. Powerful. There it goes. I'm going to go ahead and go into half my position based on that move. And thinking that it is going to keep going up. But let's see. Now this is where it could hurt me selling if I sell when it swales, and it could be a difference of $20 by the time the market fills me. So market magnet pulled it up. You see that? It went above the action. It should go up. Oh, it didn't. Give it a second. I don't know. I might want to get out of this and take a loss. Not liking the way that should pull it up. So let's get this up. Holding firm. Staying confident. A lot of shares to keep riding it down now, so we don't want to lose all of our profits on this move. Not good. 85. I don't want to add, guys. I'm not going to add here, so this needs to turn around. Oh, I'm red, so that's too bad. Wow. All right, let me think about this a minute before I just pop out of this. I think I'll give it a little bit more move here. So that's a 176.50. I have any other news on this I need to worry about? No. AMD went back down to... Oh, no, I'm sorry, that's Amazon. Here we go. Now am I in long? No, I'm not in my full position yet, so I may want to go to my full position as this pops up above the 177 yet again. Let's see if it's really going to turn around here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and give it a shot here for bigger money. Oh, did that drop down to only give me $5? I can't remember. Well, now, of course, if I'd hung on to that. What I don't want to do is to show you guys to do that because, you know, it bailed me out, but I think we should stay conservative and just keep our profits nice and tight. I know that the loss went down, $100, I think, but and we ended up only making 15 or 20 or something. But a lot of people look at that wishy-wash, thinking that that's such a bad way to trade, and it's not. Because the end of the day is, are you 80 and 90% accurate? Are you making money? Yes, you may make a lot more money. You may make a lot more money, or it suddenly drops off. I didn't really, because of that big move, I didn't really have an entire confidence it was going to do what it's doing now. Do I have regrets? A little bit, FOMO that I could have made. That could be $250, $300 right now had I just hung on. And there are people screaming, you should have just hung on. Believe me, I have the money to hang on, I just tried to keep it conservative for everybody. Because that's what could have happened. I could have been right there, and then I went at the end. So that's a tombstone, is what they call that. That is a reversal sign. And now you have the risk oscillator turning around. So what did it hit it at? It hit it at 177.50 roughly, right below that fib. So it's not doing well at breaking that fib, is it? Huh? That's still a good level to go short with. But now we're coming back up for a retesting. So let's see if it's going to break that or not. So I'm not going to jump in short right away. I want to see what it does here. It's tempting to, right? I could have already retraced 12 cents there. The way it's moving, though, is like it's going to break it. So how hard will it break it? And will this become the new beginning of the new channel between these two fibs? Because it's just working its way up today. So if we're going to do shorts for retracing, we need to really keep them tight. So they're calling it even here. Shorts are now 14 versus the long 10 cents, 11 cents, I mean. Wow. See, going short off that would have been a mistake, right? Because it's still breaking it. There it goes. Nice and strong, too. Boom. So now do we retrace back to it? How high is this going to go? I'm thinking about it. So you get into the 70s, 70 cents. I'm going to take that. Did it get me? 65. Come on. Should have been at least 68 cents. So now it's got me in a worse position just to start off with. So we're looking for it to retrace back down to the fib. Remember, it just did it a second ago. It just came back down off of its high. So I'm not panicking over this. I would wait to add till it turned around from this fib and came back down. Then I would think about adding short. But I don't want to play the short and too strongly because it is just moving up today. So if it doesn't retrace soon, you know, I have a bigger problem and I need to get out. So let's see if it can give us, I'd rather get out for like short money here if it gives me a chance, but it's not. So that's at 78 even, which we can expect a fall off from. And that would pull me up 20 cents if I shorted it there to like 177.80, which is, I'd make money at this level. So, you know, you look at the flow and you see like, what are my ways to get out of this? What are my opportunities here for a profit, obviously? Any of here, if it went up to 178 and dropped here again, I'd have a profit at any of these price points. But it looks like it's going to retrace prior to that. It's too soon to add now. It's not going to give me enough of a better price. Don't like the look of that. That doji did not turn it around. There it goes. Flow's coming up for a drop. Is it going to drop like it shows? There, it was a little bit. I thought it was going to be bigger than that. You have to reassess the flow on the level 2 constantly. See what is it going to give you as it ripples your direction. Is it going to give you enough of a ripple? And it did not. The longer it stalls here, the more worried I'm about adding to the position as it goes up. Thinking seriously about taking a lesser loss. I do not like the look of this. There it goes. Should have just got out down there at 98 cents. Almost did, but you know, the allure of it continuing to drop. See, that's a bad candle for me right there. That is not a good look. Don't want that. It went there, but everybody's up here. It's like, that's not what you want to see. So, yep, and there it goes. I knew it. I could just see that was going to happen. $77, show me a reversal on a swale, and I will get in. Bouncing it, not quite making it to 77. I mean 78. 78, looking for the 78. Thinking about it. If it drops off to 78, or is it just going to break it and make it worse for me? There it is. There it goes. It broke it. All right, so how are we going to play this, fellas? What's happening, peoples? There was a drop, but not enough for me to get into that position. Yeah. I could have made a profit. It was very close to me making a profit right there, but if I had gotten in. I'm a little trapped here on this move, so just wondering if I should just take a lesser loss and get out. It's not going the way I want it to go, so I could have made like 3 more trades by now too and gotten the money right back. Once you get trapped like this, then you're losing trades too because you're not able to do the trades. So is it going to retest it and break it? I got no indicators helping me here, guys. Come on. Buyers went weaker, which is good for me, but they're still winning on the target. We need to do a sell off. It's not selling off, guys. It's not. It's better. I'm actually going to get out there, guys. I don't think it's going to go down. I think it's going to go up. So I did not add to the position here. I'm actually going to go long off this. I think it's everything's showing it continuing to try to break that level. So I'm going to stick with it. No, my position was 65 cents. So if I see it get there, I'm going to be angry. That was my second bad trade of the day. That one hurt because I think we were up at 160. Now you got to take the good with the bad. And I'm almost back out of just one trade. And that was the stuff. It's like you miss the trades you can make money with. So I'm going a little longer here for Charlie. Hopefully you guys are doing good. Wow, there it goes. You say like, why didn't I hold it? Why didn't I hold it? Everything was saying it was going to breach that in a big way. It made a little flat top at the fib, and which is where the 178 is at the fib. So I wasn't ready to go short right off the bat there. I thought about it. And we are chasing this up, unfortunately. We're getting retracement. We're not getting the channeling that I was hoping for, and I don't have time to switch to a different stock. But hopefully you guys are on something that's giving you more of a channeling action. So what we'd probably be looking for here is a breakdown and then go long, off of, somewhere in this level and go long for it to go back up, or go short off of a level right above here for a retracement down. Try to get 10, 15 cents down. You're not looking for a lot. Look at the targets. You only got a 9 and 11 cents here that you're looking for. There you go. I will take that on a long. It hit the 9. So I have it at 85 instead of 65. It's just showing so much strength going up that I went for it. I hope this isn't its big retracement. There it goes. See it swaling up on, you can see it. Oh man, that was like a spoof that just happened. That was weird. Somebody's trying to push this down. The MACD just hit it. I don't think they're going to be able to do it though. I think it's just too many people sending this up. So I'm waiting for it to get up there this time. There we go. Well, I broke where I was on that last bad trade anyway. But I think that's it for today, guys. So I'll try to do a recap today. We'll see. And we'll bring you to the end of the month how we did last month. I think everybody did pretty good. No, I don't know about everybody. But most people did pretty good. Charlie did good. And I guess I would keep trading this. I think I would try to look for these opportunities that we're getting. Let's just call that the 75 cent to $0.75. Right now we're getting a breakout up here, so I don't know how far this is going to trace down. but it looks like everything's nice and strong. What happened with Tesla here? Let's see what it did. Oh, so it faded, right? Or no, it's about right where it was. Weren't we at? I think we were at 309 when we stopped trading it, like in this area over here. Yeah, 309.80. So it went all the way up to 312 and then retraced. That would have been fun to do that too. But again, it's, so we have 80 there, and then what did we have on Nvidia? 100. So we did 240 today on the already in just the first 40 minutes, hour. What are we at? An hour now? We're almost at an hour now. So you keep trading that throughout the day using the same type of strategy. You're going to easily get $500-$700. So it's giving us another dip right here. What do we? Yeah, okay. So I got to get out for the other group. Okay, guys, listen. Thanks for being here today. Always stay inquisitive and go green out there. And I'll probably see you tomorrow morning. All right. Have a good one.